Jurassic Park, a beloved movie by so many dinosaur enthusiasts around the world, including myself. But that's not why we're here today. We're here to discuss a specific species from that movie, their Velociraptor. Now we know that they are horribly inaccurate. Even for the time of the filming of the movie, they were horribly inaccurate. But what if there was something in our world that was like that beast? Hey guys, welcome back to the Prehistoric Life Podcast. I'm your host, Eric Crawford, and today we're going to dive in with our dinosaur, the Utahraptor australorhynchus, meaning Utah's predator. Now, Utahraptor is a bipedal maniraptor form, if I'm not mistaken, covered in feathers with the giant sickle claw, the giant famous sickle claw, that was closely related to other dinosaurs or maniraptor forms, but the most famous one, Velociraptor, and it is massive. Coming in at a whopping height of 6.5 feet, towering over most people, with a length of 23 feet and a weight of 2,200 pounds, just short of a ton. This maniraptor form, this Utahraptor, is a monstrous beast, and we would be on the food. We would be prey for this thing. It would have actively hunted us if we existed in the time of the dinosaurs. But its diet was primarily things like iguanodon, lizards, and small Cretaceous reptile, or not reptile. Well, yeah, small Cretaceous reptiles and mammals. Basically, whatever it could get its teeth and jaws on. It was found in Utah's Grand County in the Cedar Mountain Formation, which is about there-ish. And actually, it would be so amazing to be able to go out and see I wouldn't say the birthplace, but the founding place of this magnificent beast. And with today's sponsor, huge shout out to today's sponsor, Dinosaur Trips. If you enjoy these majestic creatures I talk about here on the podcast and would like to go see them for yourself, I would heavily recommend Dinosaur Trips. Dinosaur Trips is a company created to give people a behind-the-scenes in-look on museums and dig sites, along with just having an amazing time looking at these amazing, fabulous, majestic creatures. So if you sound interested, go to www.dinosaurtrips.com and tell them Prehistoric Life sent you and get $250 off your tickets. Now, back to the show. And like I was saying, with today's sponsor, that's decently possible. But when did it live? Like I said, primarily the Cretaceous period of the Mesozoic, about 129.4 to 122.46 million years ago, or the Permian to the Aptian, or just early Cretaceous, or about there. It was founded by Jim Jensen, who was born August 2nd, 1918, and has passed away December 14th, 1998. He was a American vertebrate paleontologist, if I'm not mistaken. He worked in the Birmingham Young University. He replaced the 19th century web of external metal struts. So he was the guy that put the giant metal beams to dinosaurs to make them stand up in museums. And in 1975, Jim Jensen found the first Utahraptor fossils in Dalton Wells Quarry in Utah. Now, the fossil representation. There are several individuals of this magnificent specimen, and they've been found together, indicating possible pack hunting / family unit grouping that they could have. And of course, if we're looking at it on this very blurry part of the dinosaur family tree, and we zoom in a little more, we can see it right under Dromaeosaur right there. We can see that is a Eukaryote, Animalia, Chordonta, Dinosauria, Sarasuchia, Theropodia. It is a Dromaeosauria, it's Eodromaeosauria, and then it's a Dromaeosaurinae, and then the genus is Utahraptor. Austromacea. And as for the taxonomic history, or taxonomy history, the first specimen of Utahraptor was found in 1975 by Jim Jensen in Dalton Wells Quarry of Utah near the town of Moab, Moab, but did not receive much attention. After a find of a large claw by Carl Lemon, I think I'm pronouncing that right, I do apologize, in October 1991, James Kirkland, Robert Gaston, and Donald Berg uncovered further remains of Utahraptor in 1991 in the Gaston Quarry in Grand County, Utah, within the Yellow Cat and Poison Stripe members of the Cedar Mountain Formation. The holotype of Utahraptor, CEUM 184V.86, consists of a second pedal ugula with potential assigned elements of other specimens. Pendle ugula CUM 184V.294, tibia CEUM 184V.260, and premaxillae CEUM 184V.400. The holotype is housed in the paleontology collections of the Prehistoric Museum of Utah State University, Eastern, Birmingham Young University, the depository for Jensen's finds, currently houses the largest collections of Utahraptor fossils. The type specimens Utahraptor austromacea was named by Kirkland, Gaston, and Bjerg in June 1993. The genus named Utahraptor is in reference to Utah, the state, where the remains were found. The species name Austromacea is in honor of John Ostrom, who, for his investigations on Deinonychus and its relationships to birds, as well as Chris Mays, who helped in the research of Utahraptor by founding Dyna Animation. From his description, Kirkland stated the meaning of genus name to be Utah's predator, but the Latin word raptor translates to robber or plunderer, not predator. Earlier, it had begun unintended the name of the species, U. Spielberg, after film director Steven Spielberg, in exchange for him funding paleontological research, but no agreement could be reached on the amount of financial assistance. In 2000, the specific name was amended by George, I do apologize for this, Oliveski, to the plural genitive Austromaceorium. However, Tyago Varnashee v. Costa and Norman David in 2019 criticized the use of the species name U. Austromosaureum, since it had no clear justification or explanation. Although this spelling has been largely used by other authors, the genus Utahraptor was originally coined with the type species U. Austromacea, and given that the International Code of Zoological Nomenclature offers no provision for forming a genitive form from two persons with different names, Costa and David concluded the original spelling, Austromacea, had to be regarded as an arbitrary combination of letters and not a correctly formed genitive form. Under this reasoning, Ostromasorium has no valid use, and the original spelling, Ostromaci, does not need to be amended. Other alternative and also individual spellings are used in scientific literature, such as Ostromaci, Ostromasorium, 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 and Ostromasori. They're all spelled different. Ostromaysi, Ostromacy, Ostromaysorum, 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 and Ostromaysori. So basically all this is telling is if you just say Utahraptor, you're fine. People will understand. Some elements were wrongly referred to the genus. The lacrimal bone of the specimen CEUM 184V.83 turned out to be the postorbital from the Ankylosauria gastonia. Britt et al. Also suggests that the previous identified manual uvulas of the specimen M184V.294, BYU 9438, and BYU 13068 are indeed pindal uvulas. This suggests the confirmed by Center in 2007. So that's a lot of heebie-jeeba. And you can take away that we have found that this is a valid species. And if you call it Utahraptor and that's it, you are fine. It has so many different last names. I think Utahraptor, where was it? Spielberg is the best one because of Steven Spielberg. But moving on. The habitat was primarily floodplains, riverine forests, and open woodlands so that it can move swiftly, as dromaeosaurs tend to do. The predators and competition, there wasn't much competition for this predator. It was an apex, or there wasn't predators for it. There was competition, but it was the apex predator for its time, so there weren't any predators for it. But its competition was actually Deinonychus ateropus. So actually, Deinonychus was during the same time and was considered a competition, probably not head-to-head, but scavenging and trying to steal bodies and things like that, slipping in after Utahraptor makes a kill and stealing things, or Utahraptor coming and bullying Deinonychus. Says kills. The paleontological significance. Utahraptor holds significant paleontological importance for several reasons. First, it is one of the largest known dromaeosaurs, a group of theropod dinosaurs that include Velociraptor and modern birds. While many raptors were small, Utahraptor grew to about 7 meters in length, challenging previous assumptions about the size limits of raptors and suggesting they could evolve into much larger forms. Discovered in the early Cretaceous of North America, particularly in Utah, Utahraptor provides valuable insight into the evolutionary history of raptors and their spread across the continent. Its fossils also hint at potential social behavior, as multiple individuals were found together, suggesting that Utahraptor may have hunted in packs, similarly to some other raptor species. This discovery helps us understand the complex predatory strategies and social structures of these ancient creatures. Additionally, Utahraptor plays a crucial role in dromaeosaur evolution, bringing the gap between smaller, more primitive raptors and the larger, more specialized ones that followed. Finally, the discovery sparked greater public interest in dinosaurs, especially in Utah, a state rich in fossil sites. Utahraptor continues to shape our understanding of theropod dinosaurs and provides a fascinating glimpse into the lives of these ancient predators. So they have a lot going for them. They are very important for dromaeosaurs, but also just theropods in general. And Utah. They really boosted Utah fossil things. But that is all I have for you. Go check out my Instagram for extra posts, additional content, things like that. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like, subscribe, and ring that notification or turn the notification bell on so you never miss an episode. If you want to see all my content in one place, go check out my website, prehistoriclifepodcast.com. We have made slight alterations to it where it is hopefully easier to navigate, but that is all I have for you right now. I am your host, Eric Crawford, signing off. This has been Prehistoric Life Podcast, and I will see you all next time.